Good morning. It's Victoria with Swagelock, Georgia, Jacksonville, South Carolina. And our Fun Fact Friday today is a little different. We are joined today by Miss Amanda Osborne, and she is the VP of Mission Advancement with the Make-A-Wish Foundation here in South Carolina. Good afternoon, Miss Amanda. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. And one of the reasons I wanted to invite you today is Swagelock, South Carolina started 9 years ago with a golf tournament called a Fitting Cause. And donations and funds that were raised from the golf tournament are donated to a charity. And last year we teamed up with Make-A-Wish and had a fantastic turnout, and we donated over $25,000 to the Make-A-Wish South Carolina um, folks. And now that we've merged with Georgia and Jacksonville, we are unfortunately not able to do our golf tournament this year due to COVID. But Amanda, I want you to tell us a little bit about the Make-A-Wish Foundation and your role with that and how we became to partner.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. So Make-A-Wish South Carolina is one of 60 Make-A-Wish affiliates in the U.S. Of course, we serve the entire state of South Carolina, and our mission is to grant a life-changing wish for a child with a critical illness. We will serve any child with a critical illness between the ages of 2.5 and 18. And we have volunteers throughout the state of South Carolina who will meet with those children, and they meet virtually like we're doing right now during the time of COVID, to discover that child's true wish and to make that wish come true. In a normal year, like last year when we had the golf tournament and such generous funding from so many partners and no restrictions on travel, we would grant over 200 wishes. But as you know, in the time of COVID-19, everything has changed. And so our waiting list has now grown to nearly 400. And those children are waiting because of travel restrictions for their true wish through the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And tell me a little bit. We got to meet some Make-A-Wish children at the golf tournament last year, and then we also got to meet one special gentleman and his family during the check presentation. And tell me about those folks. They've become a huge partnership with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Absolutely. So you had the chance to meet a couple of our families, including one that the parents had multiple wish children, and because of a genetic disorder, several kids in that family were affected, and each child got the opportunity to imagine their wish, and we were privileged to make that come true. You also had the chance to meet Cole and his
Yeah.
family. The carols are very near and dear to our hearts, and perhaps you've shared some of their video messages
Yeah.
before. Cole's wish, and it was granted in 2017, was to meet the cast of Game Shakers, which was his very favorite television show. Um, Cole utilizes a power wheelchair and is pretty limited in his mobility, but had found this television show that he adored. And with all of the help of the expertise at the South Carolina chapter and the folks in Southern California, they were able to make a seamless trip for the Carroll family and for Cole's wish to come true. And even though the show no longer airs on Nickelodeon, they have every episode recorded, and he continues to watch it and to remember and relive that wish over and over, which is just tremendous because the power of a wish is much bigger than a 7-day family vacation. It is much bigger than a trip to Disney, and the lasting effects when Cole's having a bad day, when treatments and medical procedures are getting him down, thinking about Game Shakers, looking at those pictures and remembering his wish, it just makes all the difference.
I love that. And I'm just so thankful that we found each other last year. It was the employees and associates that voted, and Make-A-Wish South Carolina became our charity of choice for our golf tournament last year. And in the beginning of the year, we were going to have our golf tournament again, but due to COVID, one of the greatest things is our president, Sean Callahan. He is going to match match dollar for dollar up to $10,000. So we do have a page set up through Make-A-Wish that folks can go out and donate. And we will have that link here with the video of you and I. But I certainly appreciate the opportunity. It's been just incredibly eye-opening, and it was neat to see the carols and to hear their story and what an impact that Make-A-Wish is doing for these children. And so it's been nice. So why don't you give us your website information, and then again we'll share the link to donate.
Absolutely. So you can visit our website and see lots of great wish stories like Cole's that we shared at se.wish.org. And there's tons of information there. And of course, every dollar that is given helps to grant a wish for a child. And certainly that match is going to make sure that that happens even more quickly. The average cost of a wish is about $7,500. And during the time of COVID, we're granting a lot of wishes to have, and those are campers, backyard pools, and things of that sort. So our average cost has actually gone up a good bit. And every single dollar that you raise, it just makes such a difference. And we're so very grateful.
Yes, absolutely. And we just shared on our social media platforms, Miss Peyton that got the backyard house.
The
So
playhouse. Yes, I
playhouse.
had the opportunity to go and visit and see that. So that was wonderful. And we'll continue to share pictures and share stories that you can share with your entire team.
Wonderful. Miss Amanda, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us today for Fun Fact Friday. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.